From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, we are
James. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. And now movement here right away. And maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Check.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ohio! You got 4. Hut!
They'll try and run with their fullback. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Ohio! Here we go! White 90! Flex round! Hut!
Second down, Brissett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Push him back! Hut!
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He spins free. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
On play action, Brissett. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Flex round!
Well, you had the punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Flex round!
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a third and long.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Reset. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Here's James. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. Third and long coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Buying time to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting them in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Here we go now. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. His throw at about the 5. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score. And the Bengals are in for 6. So he goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give them a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sideline. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, here's Brissett. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. First down, Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll go down at the 28. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
To throw, Brissett, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's James. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Set! 319! 319!
Slam, slam, slam.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Watch him now,
Looked
Barney,
like the defense
Barney.
put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now back to throw. stepping up. He'll try and run.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know though.
He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Ohio!
Brissett now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There's a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They run it with James. And now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a 33-yard attempt. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they thought they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of his NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
White 90. White 90.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before.
Here we go
He
now.
always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Flushed out right. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Set! Green 39! Green 30!
Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Gun! Set! 319! 319!
Back to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Ohio!
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Ohio!
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
A second down throw for Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry here for the fullback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
They'll go with the keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jacoby Brissett, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you have more confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so you can keep cutting into that lead.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
On third down, Brissett. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Brissett on first down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
On second down, Brissett again. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
second down throw for Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
Flex round.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them
Here
alive.
we go. Spread 38. Spread 38. Hey.
Second down, Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Washington. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
From the red zone now, Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Brissett again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's the fullback, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now here's a timeout. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Bang, 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 bang!
dumped that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll run it here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. He'll drop the throw. His pass caught at the 4. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So out now come the Jets. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
Brissett now on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short.
Stop right there.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
Let's go. Motion.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
36.
They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Gun, gun! Hurry up, here we go!
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You got 4.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Detroit!
Right here, guys. Spike 51.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Fighting through. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
Leopard!
you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and
Detroit!
move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Cincinnati, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a tough blow.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang?